Hello, this is Tsippy, nurse and certified food addiction counselor. And welcome to my weekly Tsippy Live. Every single week, I go on Facebook, and then the recording is also put on my YouTube channel where I give some motivation if you really want to live a sugar free life and be free of the obsession of food addiction. It is now the holiday of Hannukah, and I don't know. I hope that you saw my post, and if you didn't, you can look at it on my Facebook page about how important it is to really concentrate on the non-food significance of special events like holidays, especially holidays. There's so much more to a holiday, or let's say to Hanukkah, if I ate like the traditional donut sufganiyot or didn't eat sufganiyot, if how many calories are in a potato latke or aren't in a potato latke. And it's very important, especially people who are in food addiction recovery, who are, eating in a way that gives them food freedom. It's very, very important. Part of that freedom is focusing on the significance of events in our lives that are not food based. And that helps us to bring the focus really on living our life and not just what we're eating and what we're not eating. And then also, like food in general, as it's an issue, becomes something less overwhelming or overtaking everything. And it's not like that thread that leads our lives. And this really, really communicates into what I wanted to share with you today on my live, which is, the miracle of Hanukkah is there's a few, but the big miracle of Hanukkah is that, the Romans had had taken over the Holy Temple in Jerusalem, and then the Hashmonaim, and especially Judah the Maccabee, recaptured Jerusalem and especially the temple, and there was no olive oil to light the holy menorah, the holy candelabra, and there was only enough for one day, and it takes 8 days to make new olive oil. And that oil that burnt for one day, that was really only enough for one day. The menorah burned brightly for 8 days anyway. But there's also, of course, that the idea of, victory over hardship and the light that that is in our lives. And so I want to talk about my own personal Hannukah miracle and my own personal light of Hanukkah that comes. And my personal Hanukkah miracle is that really the freedom that comes almost every holiday, where the food really is not an issue. It really, really isn't. Like the donuts, the sufganiyot, I don't even think about it. It's not even a question of like, how am I going to manage at all these parties where there's all this junk food? It's just not there. The freedom of really long-term food addiction recovery is so miraculous in that it really does help. Well, I'm going to speak from my experience, but this is also from the experience of the clients that I work with, is that it really makes it like giving up that good taste of whatever junk food it is that is on your traditional holiday, whether it be sufganiyot or something, is so worth it, because what happens is you have this free mind, like your thoughts and your experiences become free from this obsession about I'm eating or I'm not eating. And it used to be like before I began abstaining from my drug foods, from the foods that really caused me to lose control and become obsessive about food, when I was still eating them, every holiday, certainly Hanukkah with the sufganiyot, these donuts, was this like tension before of, on the one hand, this like massive excitement that like, wow, there's going to be like these donuts now and Hanukkah, and this like horrible trepidation and fear and anxiety about like, am I going to be able to have just a little, or is this going to be like another period of loss of control? And then like getting there and eating and of course losing control and then feeling sick physically and feeling depressed and feeling like a failure. And my Hannukah miracle is that's not a part of my life anymore. That's my Hannukah miracle. That's the light that this I so enjoy in this holiday. I'll give you an example. Tomorrow we are going to a restaurant with our family. My children are big; they don't live at home, and so yes, I made sure to choose a restaurant where the foods on the rest on the menu are foods that I can eat. I would never go to a Chinese restaurant because there's nothing to eat for me at a Chinese restaurant. But once I did that, that for me, it's already because it's a long time and it's already this automatic thing where I check the menu, make sure that there's something there that I can eat, that it's a type of menu that I can eat there. And that's it. And then I don't think about the food anymore. What I think about is how wonderful it's going to be that our whole family is going to be together because that's a pretty rare event now because my children are big and they don't live at home anymore. And I think about how this is such a nice opportunity and how much fun we're going to have. And it's like that's what it's all about. And today's our culture is so food centered that I feel like it's really robbed us of of thinking about and focusing on the real significance of these special events. And for me, the freedom from that food obsession and from that being so food centered really has freed my life. It really is a miraculous thing. That's what recovery from food addiction, from sugar addiction can be. Truly miraculous. So if you would like that miracle in your life, I welcome you to contact me because I my passion is to bring people to that miraculous place. If you are Hebrew speaking, where there is a new Hebrew workshop opening up on the 12th of December, Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m., please again sign up, a comment here if you would like some more information about it. And more information will be on my YouTube channel. And please comment here and tell us what is your Hannukah miracle. And if you know somebody struggling with being obsessed about foods and diets and weight loss, pass this on to them. And maybe they will find the light to food freedom as well. So thank you all for being here. Thank you, Nomi, for being here. My favorite, one of my favorite people on my lives. Thank you so much. And have a happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays to everyone who is celebrating now. Have a great day, a wonderful week, and I'll see you next Tuesday, 4:30 Israel time on our Tzipi Live.